Man, I thought this was supposed to be a Halloween mashup, man. Couldn't FanWar save this for Halloween? Wait, you mean Michael Myers versus John? Oh. Okay, what do you find so fun when you? Well, look. This is look at this. This is the boogeyman versus the guy you see. Oh my god, man. Oh my god. Yeah, these two. They've been on that battle, I think, with Michael Myers. Jason may quit working him. James Bond to make work John Wick. So FanWar did a matchup with these two damn combatants. The hell is this other man? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this edition of Unkgeta and Breifs Reacts. Next. We reacted to this? Dude, it's gonna be like... Dude, what does this got to do with... Well, listen, this is the summer, and I know this was cool, but they made this in production a long time. So what you think, they was gonna hold this up until like, so look, right now, the only time they got that whole horror, and lots of people want it really right now, except for October, because I guess when Street Fighter comes out, I think there's no longer the horror bits, it's gonna be more the Soryukins and stuff. Yeah, so... The horror happens everywhere, so this is pretty much one of these matches where it's clearly the boogeyman versus the guy you see in the television. Oh my god. No, okay, you know what? This is gonna be a fun reaction to this though. And by the way, let's just be clear. We're gonna post our reactions. Well, not this week, but the following week you're gonna be seeing this. Just like with the best Empire, you're gonna be seeing this. It's gonna be every 2 weeks, so it ain't gonna be every Saturday. It's gonna be every other Saturday, okay? But every Sunday will be the Steam Day, which we'll be getting some more over on the Akuma Productions Discord. Just to let you know and get that out the way. And we are currently working on the next episode of this video, which is the DBS matchup that we're finally researching. And that is the Firebender Zuko, Prince of all the Fire Nation, versus the Colonel and Lieutenant Roy Mustang the Flame Alchemist. Basically, yeah, the true Avatar versus Full Metal Alchemist battle that ever existed besides Aang and Edward. Oh, why don't we just get started? You didn't have to make a joke about everything, man. Shoot. Shoot. You pretty much already know too much of myself. How do you even know that Jason may be right outside looking at he only comes... That's impossible. He only comes out and like... Oh, he might be what? Oh, shit. He wants to press play. Oh, wait. Yeah, we better press play before Jason comes in to kill us, really. Again, FanWar makes this intro is really great. Man, really bringing the emotion to this intro, dude. Yeah, I probably may have a few ideas how I can come up with that. Being that I got my sprite skills on par now, you know. Let me guess, is this the same intro from like the last reaction? Hey man, They're doing the intros really different because they want to keep the fan war without the fatalities, which, in my opinion, for this one, they're gonna do fatalities on this one too. Still got that fatal conflict in it, so. This one I call it an all-out fan war. We might have like something. I think we might have something in the future that'll be reminiscent of this, but wait, hold up.
The wheel of random, watch it go. Where it'll stop, nobody knows.
Wait. Let me stop this for a second. Oh, okay. Wheel of random. So, Godzilla Gargos. Oh my Gumby, that's lame. Art versus Alberto. That's a nice matchup. Ryu okay. Okay. What's it? What is it? Ryu versus Ori. Oh, nah, that's not gonna work. Robo 47 versus Milia. Cyclops versus Nora. I mean, if they're talking about X-Men Cyclops, save Cyclops for the Red Ranger Jason. Roman versus Kankers. Maybe that might work. Batman versus lame. Eagle versus Mount Lady, also lame. I think everything I can probably accept Godzilla and Gargos. I'm like gonna be that's lame. I'll build on the yeah. I think all these other matchups they got lame. Hold up.
Well, looks like we have our matchup today.
Michael Myers versus John Wick. The Boogeyman versus the man you send to kill the Boogeyman.
They got that right.
What? I can't say the line verbatim. YouTube won't allow it.
He's one fish.
YouTube won't allow it. Dude, you just said YouTube won't allow it. Okay, one fish, man. You already said it, man. You already said it. So maybe you should be prepared to be demonetized by YouTube for saying that. Thank you very much out here. Yeah, just like all the stuff we couldn't really say on YouTube. Man, YouTube is just like the love to be cracking on people. Yeah, just like restaurants that cracked on thievery or evilry. They don't even stop the whole wokeness and the floppage that is all the, I don't know, entertainment these days. Yes. Oh yeah, like don't. We don't talk about that, not that upcoming movie. Don't do it. Man.
And I'm Free Crab Mob, and it's our job to see who would win an all-out fan war.
I prayed that he would burn in hell. But in my heart, I know that hell will not happen. I'm sorry to hit the brush with Mr. Dr. Loomis, but hell already got him because he was in the death battle with Jason. He still is outside. Okay, Jason, you still is outside. Okay, Jason, we'll play it, man. God. But can we at least stop? Man, this really needs to cut this crap out, man. Man.
It was like any other Halloween night in the town of Haddonsfield. Kids were trick-or-treating, and the haunt-tacular spirit of the town was at its peak. But little did anyone know, that night of spooks would give birth to a real monster.
Born as the only son of the Myers family, Michael...
Yep. Let's see. Oh yeah, I think we know a lot about Michael Myers. But this is Myers' first appearance on Halloween, which is 1978. This is known as the Boogeyman, the Shape, Evil 123, the Babysitter Killer, Thorn in the Thorn Trilogies, and I don't think Jason wants us to read this. I don't think Jason wants to read the box of this, man. He wants us to say, yes. Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Jason, but you're gonna have to let us stop and we'll let us play the tape, okay? Breifs, October 1957, age 61. Miss Bro Santon Hansfield, Call of Thorn, occupation serial killer, author loser of the dad battle between him and Michael Myers. I mean, not Mike Myers. He was in Austin Powers. Was he in Saturday Night Live also, man? I don't even. Okay, no.
Audrey Myers began showing signs of psychotic tendencies at an early age, and at the age of 10, he committed his first murder.
First, it was his bully, then his stepfather, and finally, and most notoriously, his older sister. And
as much more murders than what Jason has committed.
History, Michael was found guilty on all charges and sentenced to prison, where his murders continued. And on the 15th anniversary of his first killing,
hold on. Was he sent to juvenile home? Well, I don't think kind of was, but technically he's a prison for teenagers, so that does qualify as prison if you think about it. But this kid was 12. Unless they had to try him in an adult. They did try him as an adult, so, no. So I think the charges are they'll try you out for the hands crime and murder, but if you were doing stuff on a juvenile mess, you get sent to juvie. That's a stick. Richard, the term against Batman probably was guilty of small lesser crimes before he became, idiot.
Haddonfield, picking up where he left off all those years ago.
Many of the residents would know him by many names. The Boogeyman, The Shape, Evil on Two Legs. But all knew who he really was.
So when we read the Bible, they always say the same, okay. But yeah, man. But damn, man. I think I may have seen you know Michael Myers is. Well, you know. Okay, how do you know about him? Only that when I was a kid, I saw the first Halloween movie, and it scared me like a freaking kid. And the second one, too. And after that, never watched it again until I was a teenager later when my college friends was the movie. They brought me. I actually said no, because I watched the movies. I didn't want to watch it again. But they kept forcing me to go, and it literally scared me as a kid. Even when I watched every other trilogy, except for the Thorn trilogy, saw that. The other two, that's where it got the most fun of. H2O, the one I heard with Buster Rhymes was pretty good. It was at the height of his actual career though. Wait, right, I forgot he was in that movie, man. I mean, Buster Rhymes hadn't even been on than a year. Somebody need to get young on
and
Blaze.
You bet when Halloween came and every year since then he came back with a vengeance.
Now, like with any good slasher villain, there's been a lot of movies with Michael in it. And over the many, many appearances of Michael, there are multiple splitting timelines within the franchise.
Wait a minute. So they got the classic movies. Okay.
The original, Thorn.
Yep. The H2O saga in the Thorn movies. I think I remember seeing those. So there's like a whole timeline of the events of Michael Myers' career.
Whoa, 2007.
Yep. The 2007 ones.
2018.
Yep, they got these ones here too. So yeah, those are a plethora of ones. But then that's not counting the appearances in games like with Mortal Kombat X, which is Mortal Kombat 10, and I think the slasher, it's your fighting team, the Dead by Daylight. There's probably much more of that stuff going on. There's so much material on this to pull from too. So I'm glad they actually checking the resources on this one.
So, for the sake of making things easier, we'll be looking at all the timelines,
All the
as most
timelines,
do
okay.
stem from those first two films, and thus all Michaels should roughly scale to each other by proxy.
Just like the original 3 eras of Godzilla. And
Let's not bring Godzilla into this. Have we got a number of even dragging this big list alone? Why don't we just leave Godzilla alone? Because he still got to do it. He still can't get through that whole part of the time where he fought the Incredible Hulk in a dive battle. Hulk's third one that he finally won and it was with Dr. Bruce Banner's help that did it. So Hulk was the true winner of the test battle because he couldn't do it. Remember, instead of doing that battle, they could have boosted one up. It should have been just like. However, but when you go to the 200 episode with Ruby and Maka and they both declare Maka and Soul, but you don't do the same with Hulk and Banner, what the hell? Now I don't even know we could call that Val's heal abilities called into question, dude. I think, in my opinion, okay. In Dead Battle's defense, let's just be real. Yes, they did say the green doorways for no men, including for no Hulk, including Banner. That also would include She-Hulk, Red She-Hulk, which is Banner's wife, by the way, and the Red Hulk, which is his father-in-law. Okay, and Mouse went ahead and came up to that big green, the big giant lizard, but it was Hulk the only one that stopped him. But after that, you could have got the Avengers to clean up this mess. Then again, pretty much all might step up to the Hulk and probably try to smash him. And the big what he did. But like I said, for Mr. All-Might, if you're going to challenge the Hulk to a smashing contest, you best be prepared to be smashed by the Hulk itself. I might have to add that. You got a super hot fireman? Yep. Probably gonna be adding that in a certain episode that we're gonna be adding. What? Yeah, the one that's about fire. But we won't get into that.
Slasher villain that moves really slow. He is stupidly strong.
And when he is on the hunt, he uses what I like to call the bear strategy. Overwhelming.
The bear strategy. Yeah, somebody better warn Smokey the Bear to stay out of this dude's way, man. Because if he can show something to him that only him can paint forest fires, he's not going to be there to start forest fires. He's going to be hunting in them woods and was looking for a bear. You do realize he can stop time to stop. You do realize Smokey can stop time and squish the dude, right? Oh, I forgot that Smokey did that. Yeah, we better not. Yep, I think that. Yep, like a monster screwed on that front tube. What is? It's Jason again. What is he trying to freaking do? Dude, he's coming to scare us. Hey, Jason, this ain't even freaking winged yet, man. Dang. Fine, but wait, as soon as we read this, starting with strength, busted down the thick wooden doors, wooden walls, lifted tombstones, defeated trained guards officers, casually braced bones across their skulls with his bare hands. Oh my goodness, dude. I forgot he still can do that. And lift people in the air with one arm, which we already know he can do that. Move a fallen tree and that'll take 4 people to move. One man moving a fallen tree. That's like, how many pounds is that? It must have been like 10 to 15 tons. Hold up. What was the average tree on this? Hold up. It's like the average tree like that could be 25 to 30 pounds if you, and it would take the 40 tons. And and it would take 4 people to move, and he used it in one hand. Okay. Alright. As for durability, he survived gunshot wounds from his different firearms. Okay. Stabbed and cut dozens of times in almost every part. Okay. Survived being hit by a speeding car. We already know all this. Easily strikes a blunt force. Great Falls has been burnt, electrocuted, blown up. Multiple he's resists sedatives. Hey, even I know all this because I ain't seen the entire test battles. He was that durable when first Wiz and Boomstick comes. I'm thinking, yeah, man. Just imagine the very different various pains you had to. That's like if you think about it. Like, that's like if Black Widow survives cuts each and every time, and she was not allowed to move inch during the surgery because that surgery is dangerous. Imagine that with bullets. Sometimes they see Superman with that. He's not, and his skin is not that durable either, but he still survived it. That's like crazy. Easy. Getting stabbed dozens of times, even I wouldn't survive it. But yeah. Now as for speed, well, it could be something that as you're disappearing from sight even when you're not looking away, and we are reacting to victims' movements to speed and dodge the attacks, and you can dodge a bunch of knives and throwing at him, avoiding that gunfire from Luminous revolver, and even charging lowering off a balcony can sprint faster than the soldiers of Call of Duty. Hold up. I'm assuming that Michael ever plays Call of Duty. Oh wait, they do. Considering the fact that Jason was playing, I bet you that whole death battle kind of started over a Call of Duty match in which Michael Myers lost, and then they had, okay. That must have been it. I think these people really like to start death battles over dumb crap. I wouldn't be surprised if there was one death battle that started over some Hey, then there was that whole matchup then there's that whole matchup. I don't even understand. And there's a bunch of reasons for them to fight. You can find the dumbest matchup, and they can give them any reason to fight, and the next thing you know, yeah.
He's prey with raw power. He can lift and throw people like rag dolls, snap bones, lift 1,000-pound tombstones, and flip cars. Heck, he is so powerful, he was able to kill an entire lynch mob right after being lynched.
He's been repeatedly stabbed, burned, dropped, endured all kinds of blunt force trauma, injected with literal acid, and survived explosions ranging from room shaking to church bursting in power.
Which has been estimated to be around 0.100.
And even I wouldn't survive all that. Dude, you're a saint. Most saints could probably survive stuff like that. Not stuff from other universes I don't want to hear. Dude, now you're just being paranoid, Breifs. Come on, you're being paranoid. Come on, we ain't seen Goku go through that mess, and he almost died fighting Frieza though. So, dude, people in that was only because it was in the name of something he got popped. Ever since then, he got stronger. And became a god with an ultra instinct to match. I'm pretty sure some of this stuff that won't even affect him. Can he battle? Did Michael Myers beat Goku? I'm pretty sure he can. Alright, well, we'll guess we'll take it at face value then.
That is 420 million joules of energy.
And even has the proud title of being a living Reinhard target, having been shot with basically every kind of gun imaginable. Pistol, revolver, machine gun, shotgun, rifle, even an entire squadron of people shooting him at once only caused him to fall into a coma.
And while we can't confirm if it's speed or teleportation, he can seemingly disappear and reappear out of nowhere and vanish from people's lines of sight. And
just like Batman. Probably just like Batman, where he just pops up here and there, and then he disappears the next, man. He did that to Gordon, and he did that to Gordon, and also did it to Barbara. Probably did it to Captain a few times. Also did it to Bullet too, but shoot.
This is without
might have to
doubt
put
his
him against
deadliest
Batman one of these days.
Stealth is his bread and butter and his main go-to strategy.
He's clever enough to make quick escape.
Oh, let me see. Oh my God. What you see? Ah, man. Wait a minute. Oh my God. They're going over the stuff that Death Battle went over. Like what? Oh, see, stealth, fear, empowerment. Oh my God. Yeah. I guess when you realize that we all know about the Curse of Thorn. I mean, it's kind of weird how they put a nurse on it. They couldn't just put a symbol on it and call it Thorn and call it a day, man. A Curse of Thorn, evil infection, and the intelligence skill reads he stole in various cars over the franchise, set up ambushes, utilized disguises, preemptively cut phone lines, disabled cars, played possum to kill his victims, used decoys, frame others for killings, placed razor blades under a doorknob to slash up fingers, used the environment for some of his skills. Or rather his skills, my bad. His skills, man. I mean kills, man. His skills, man. I forgot, man. My reading is already off. Man, how old are you? About age 40. About age 30 plus. Why? About age 40 plus. Why? Look. Dude. You're age 40. You can't even read the foot. Oh, hey, I can read. Read. I just stumble sometimes, man. I just stumble sometimes. Well, try to slow it down, alright? Yeah, I guess I'll have to actually learn that. But anyway, yeah. This whole curse of fun right here, you know, that was coming from an actual cult that was in the Thorn trilogy. No, so I don't think this guy's human, but if it was that case, you could have put a symbol on it and put a Thorn and called it a day. I bet you Johnson probably actually mentioned it too. Yeah.
Set up ambushes, utilize disguises and decoys, and will make contingency plans against his victims.
Oh, just like Batman.
Strengths combined, he's effortlessly killed guards, policemen,
Yeah,
firefighters, even trained soldiers. Now, it may seem odd that a regular person would be able to achieve such impossible
He was on Call of Duty. Man, he probably was on Call of Duty.
Michael isn't entirely human.
Yep, Michael is less Ghostface and more like a horrific hybrid between Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees. Even though he came out before them.
In the sense...
Oh man, he's getting acid. You, Jason, calm down. Calm down. I know you're mad and but calm down. There's no reason for you to go on in there and get mad. Just calm the freak down. Here, have a Snickers. You get mad when you want that. You wanted to get this guy. Hey man, the guy been on crystal liquor. Mother's sitting inside his brain. You might as well just give them both the Snickers. So let's see. Flip car survives out of church explosions. Evenly fought with Buster. Buster one? Oh, hey. Man. Yeah. Buster one had even big relevant shit. Yeah. Evenly fought with Buster Rhymes. Shoot. The same Buster Rhymes who been Def Jam Flight from New York was able to... The same Buster Rhymes who been Def Jam Flight from New York was able to overthrow doing no reading the side pocket. He was able to eat even not a fat Joe. He was able to even not freaking. Let me see. Not Ghostface. Method Man flaked on his back though. Yeah. So yeah. Took a gunshot to the chest. Walk off being injured with 100 millimeters of explosive asses. That's what they were talking about. Man, it just doesn't eat. And if you're walking with that kind of ass, you got to literally be not human, which I don't think he is. I think he is that inhuman. move faster than the motion sensor could track, survive getting rammed by a truck, any police car going full speed, goddamn. Now, a normal human being would not survive those kinds of feats, but Jason could. I mean, Michael Myers, my bad. I thought Jason. One thing, well, Jason should do it too, but Michael Myers, he survived that first before he did that. And yeah, that guy is kind of unstoppable. Well, I think then I say the one of Jason, he ain't that unstoppable when it came to fighting him. So yeah.
That Michael quite literally draws strength directly from both a person's fear of him as well as the murders he commits.
Well, there's weaknesses. Shoot. So he's susceptible to general weaknesses any regular human has, when clearly in reality he's kind of like not really human at all. He does have weaknesses of a regular human but doesn't. And despite his high tolerance, he can be knocked unconscious. Which that did happen when you shoot him so many times he fell into a coma. Trains to move slowly, but he can and will catch up. Well, that is if his victims are unable to either move or move it very slowly, or they so frightened out of their minds they can't even run. Can be trapped or in prison, which they'll unless find a case to stop them. Without murders or maintaining a stable source of fear from others, Michael will generally will be greatly weakened, which that would be the same with Freddy. Oh, I see where they're making that Freddy Krueger person. The dreams were used to turn dreams into nightmares, but when you stop having nightmares, then the Freddy's dream reign ends. And then affecting others with his evil doesn't necessarily mean they won't attack him. Which means even if you do affect them with his evil, when you pretty much you shouldn't even be trying to return evil for evil to anyone. But that doesn't necessarily mean it will attack them too. You get it? So sometimes you do return evil for evil to someone. But moving this mask may cause him to stop attacking until putting it back on. Go if trying to take the mask off of him. I mean, you would pretty much have to be a very good strategist to take off that mask and slash him before he puts it back on. I don't even know if freaking John Wick could do it, but we'll have to see in his bio, so let's continue on then.
So evil, he can literally infect people with it and influence them as a sort of proxy, right down to said proxy gaining some of his absurd resilience.
But
that's kind of like what Slender Man would do, because he got proxies though. He could literally do it with his mind too. That makes me think we might have to put him up against Slender Man.
Goes deeper. You see, in the foreign timeline, Michael was, I kid you not, cursed by a literal cult as an infant.
And the spell placed upon him was the Curse of Thorn, which both drives his killer instinct and ensures that even if he does
so that Curse of Thorn is a problem.
He will resurrect every Halloween. Yes, in one of the official timelines, he was literally turned into a boogeyman.
Well, when you're able to move faster than a motion sensor can detect and was considered powerful enough at one point for a crossover with Pinhead, yes, that was almost a real...
I think we found the perfect opponent for Michael Myers to fight other than Jason. Pinhead.
Very little...
They will probably try and rip him apart in pieces, man.
But Michael is still susceptible
anyway,
to
what is
all
doing
of your
okay.
regular weaknesses, like blinding, being knocked unconscious, falling for traps, and just because he can infect other people with his evil, doesn't mean the faux simulacrum he makes won't fight him back.
And while Michael is a fearsome foe, he lacks any real combat training, which has led to people like Buster Rhymes to successfully defeat him in battle.
But even when the locals successfully fend him off...
And Buster's lucky about that, man. Once he was lucky he was pulling that's in Fife in New York on Michael, man. Shoot. Supposed to say, I'm supposed to be there. Supposed to be came back to fun, bust around. He'll have to go through a bunch of other gangster rappers in that game too, man.
It's an empty victory.
He'd probably be an OC character.
Always return to terrorize the residents of Haddonsfield, for he's not just any ghoul, he's their own personal boogeyman.
Now for the guy you sent to kill Boogeyman. You stabbed the devil in the back and forced him back into the life he had just left. Winston Scott. Yep. Except James Bond tried that once and he succeeded too. And Bobby Yaga, but now he's back. You already got a mess up lined up for him. And that's when it comes to the Widowmaker of all people. From Overwatch. Yep.
The Tarasov Mob. This ruthless crime organization ruled New York's criminal underground uncontested. Nothing stood in their way.
So you can imagine when a group of them broke into a guy's house, stole his car, and killed his dog, it was just another job, right?
Wrong. For the man they did this to was no ordinary civilian. He was personally hired by them once. In fact, he was responsible for their rise to power, and went by many, many different names. Baba Yaga, Death's very emissary, but most of them know him simply as John Wick.
To the criminal underworld, he wasn't just a boogeyman. No, he was the one you sent to kill the goddamn boogeyman.
And doing this mission with you is literally running to take him. You got to wait it for when he died. Yeah. And the guy you sent to kill the boogeyman is the same guy who was damned. He's the same guy who was the same guy who was
Jordani Jovanovic used to work for the Tarasov Mob as one of
Wait. That's his Johnny. That's his real name? Oh, John Wick is his alias. The one you sent to kill the boogeyman. Baba Yaga, that's the emissary, etc. Birth of September 12, 1964, 52 years, age 52, pretty much 12 years, Nakamura Sr., 2014 John Wick, and professional assassin, well, formerly. His real name is Johnny Jonovic. Oh. I thought it was just John Wick, bro. So that's his alias? Huh. How did they even find who this guy's real name is? Johnny Jonovic? Is that French? Huh. Oh my god. I don't even know, because I didn't see it. But I did see all three, or basically, except for the ballerina one. That's also part of John Wick's universe too.
Assassin. Oh. And he was damn good at it. So much so that when John wished to retire and settle down, they agreed with only one condition. He can retire if he wiped out all of the mob's enemies in one night. Which, despite the odds, he actually succeeded in doing.
Until his wife died and the last thing left was killed by his old employer's son, with nothing left, Wick took a turn and returned to his old life, and vowed to empty the entire criminal underworld as retribution.
I forgot there was a game too.
Seeing John Wick coming towards you is like standing in front of a speeding train. There's nothing you can do but watch as it happens. He can toss people like ragdolls and snap bones. Is agile enough to leap across buildings.
Does he? Okay. So the strength, so the physicality. throws case, lifts people ragdolls, makes bones with case. Threw a man over a flaming rock with one arm. He's fighting after being shot, stabbed the end and budging. Keeps on fighting after being shot, stabbed, and budging. Falling after falling numerous flights of stairs and rooftops. Survived being blown out of his house. Hit by multiple cars. Chopped up his own finger. The Kyle writes, and afterwards will let himself get hurt if he can gain the upper hand. Dodged oncoming cars. Leaped over cars. Fences between buildings. Hillby takes out 3 hitmen in the comic. Out reloaded 2 assailants after they started first. Okay. So it's more of a shot first like Freedom, but man. But he also practices a couple of martial arts. Like in the movies. That freaking Keanu Reeves practices, okay? So he pretty much knows Krav Maga, pretty much Kung Fu, Judo, systemic, pretty much a bunch of other martial arts that we already know of. In those 3 movies spanning the course of one day, maybe 72 hours at most.
And is tough enough to survive multi-story falls, being rammed by cars, and will even let himself get hurt if it means getting the upper hand.
He even survived the fiery explosion of a grenade launcher unscathed.
Even though it wasn't point blank, in order for a shockwave to knock Wick like this back, it needs to be at least 30 psi, according to the Center of Domestic Preparedness. For reference, 5 psi, according to this source, is able to collapse most residential structures, while at the same time, the average temperature of an incendiary grenade can reach up to 4,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
That means he not only survived an explosion that was twice as hot as molten lava, but from our best estimations, also survived a shockwave exerting 700 joules of energy. For reference, that's 328 joules less than the strongest recorded punch in history created by Rocky Marciano at 1,000
The real-life Rocky Balboa.
joules.
Of course, while John can be described as a walking tank, his true bread and butter is his unmatched mastery of almost every combat skill you can think of. He's a master in both armed and unarmed combat. He's trained in multiple forms of martial arts. Is accurate enough.
See, I told you. All those martial arts he just spent. Expert marksman, strategist, near superhuman accuracy, trained multiple forms of martial arts, hand in hand, specifically like those martial arts we almost tried not to mention. Master of stealth, set medication, uses his environment to his advantage in any way he can. Polyglot, can drive most vehicles. Expert equestrian. Yeah. He's an expert equestrian. Okay. That's a unique show. I want to know what that was. Equestrian? I can't even pronounce. You can't even pronounce that word? I think it's equestrian. Yeah. So yeah, this dude's like... So, this dude is like, couldn't be... Well, he actually is human. He's just an expert assassin and a marksman. He's pretty much about that whole... So this guy's basically, if Nina Williams was a dude and wore a suit instead of a cat suit, or a girl boss CEO, and doesn't have that blonde features. Primarily so. yeah. Can't really do our tech and ladies like that, obviously.
Seconds, and will use anything in his environment to his advantage, be it a makeshift weapon or impromptu medical kits.
But Wick doesn't just go in guns blazing. He's a strategist through and through. From luring groups into a no-holds-barred shootout, planting weapons to use later, or even utilizing the services of the criminal underworld itself.
And
I think a better off for him wouldn't be just Widowmaker. I think 47 would also be up his alley too, man, because this dude is basically 47 if he can't put... If he's only permitted to kill except on company grounds. So, yeah, except this is the thing. Company is the thing. Most assassinating first, company grounds doesn't stop people when you accept the John Wick universe. That's the only time you'll ever kill people is outside of company grounds. You going on any establishment out here that's prevented to be on company grounds, you can't be doing that on company grounds. No, sir. That's bad news. Unless some type of the conservatory is going to actually oust that for real. Also, okay. Also, and also, stop it, Jason. Anyway, Jason's trying to convince me, and also, when it comes to assassins from different universes, if you say that kind of thing to me, if you were to say that kind of thing to me, you know, pretending that you John Wick, she would smack you upside the head and say, "Don't give me that." She would probably be smacking you upside the head and say, "Ow! Don't give me that crap." Okay. I mean, yeah, if you would say it like this, killing is not permitted. Okay. Ow! Killing is not permitted on company. Ow! Don't give me that. Don't give me that crap. I won't even make promises. You just. Hey, see? Babe, look. Listen. No, you should. Babe, listen. Okay, babe, listen. You know, listen. Okay? I was just trying to be prudent, cause people are cool like that when it comes to this brooding stuff, right? They cool with the brooding stuff, bro. They're cool with that. That's the fastest way you'll kill. You don't need it. It's kind of right, you know. Yo, shut up, Breifs. But all right, I'll be myself around here. Won't happen again. What? What's it looking? Just continue to do it, man.
Sort of like a faux Batman, Wick takes to stealth like a fish to water, able to disappear from plain sight, stealthily take out henchmen, and when it comes time for long-range combat, he is an expert marksman with every kind of firearm you can think of. Glocks, rifles, even shotguns, some of which come
they just doing cutaways so many of these times. Okay, the weapons, equipment, like the Glock 60, AK, P30L, 0L, 30L, HK, P30L, Glocks, assault rifle sign guns, TT1 Darkest, Gen 12, Switchblade, Tech UTX-70, Gabara Serrated Tunnel, Bulletproof Vest, and grenades, motorcycle, and car. And then you should add horseback on that too. He was able to ride horseback as well in the movies. Yeah. He's just missing a couple of things.
Breath. Turning them from traditional boomsticks into makeshift flamethrowers.
And it's not just guns. He carries the
just like like in the game where we playing and doing a playthrough of. He don't remember that? Yeah. There was that flag gun. It was part shotgun, part flamethrower, 2 on a secondary. Kind of makes you think that Xandu man wants the John Wick movie, so we must get that idea from that. Oh, and the suits are bulletproof. We forgot.
Motorcycle.
That's what it... Oh, okay.
You name it. If it can be used as a weapon, he will use it.
But while he would be successful in taking down the entire mob, it also kind of created more problems as it made him the prime target of multiple assassins. But like any good action pro tag, he made allies and continued.
Yeah. Yeah, man, every assassin would probably be out to get him too. And completed an impossible task given to him by Russian mob boss Viggo Tarkov, which is played by Lawrence Fishburne, because they want to do a reunion of the Matrix here. A fearful figure among the criminal underworld. Any story about John Wick has been stated to be watered down. Killed 3 men in a pencil. Police don't interfere with it in his work. Killed 340 people in 3 weeks. Which is basically the same of the course of 3 movies, 3 weeks. Possibly 3 3/4 worked at this mess. Probably.
But what else would you expect?
The only weakness he got is has been incapacitated, still can be knocked out, still a normal man, and the that he had with James Bond didn't really help the weaknesses either, because he had more gadgets and game winning strategies than that. Which will probably be fixed probably by the 4th season. He probably will fix those kinds of strategies. Anyway, let's just move on.
Commitment and sheer willpower. And by the end of the quadrilogy, at the moment, within the 3 weeks the entire film series takes place within, John Wick amassed a body count of up to 300 to 400 to his name.
On paper, it's no wonder people see Wick like a mythical being from legend. But let's not kid ourselves. John is still very much human. Just a really, really tough human.
He can still be knocked out with enough force, and bigger opponents are exceptionally difficult for him, with firearms being his preferred way of nerfing them. But when everything was said and done, he did it. He had gained his retribution and earned his freedom. And so on that day, John Wick finally parted from this world and was reunited with the love of his life. At long last, John was finally free from his old life.
But, like any good legend, they don't truly die. They just keep growing, and Wick's story is one that will continue to do so.
For he isn't just some run-of-the-mill boogeyman. He is, and always will be, Baba Yaga, the one you send to kill the boogeyman.
You're not very good at retiring.
He is going to be the one to kill. Boogeyman. So I think, okay, so I think we already got our predictions now, no? What you thinking, making Breifs? Well, I'm gonna go with John Wick, man, cause this dude is straight up the guy you can send to kill the boogeyman. I know that the man isn't human, but this is the guy that you can send the boogeyman. Are you sure? Cause Michael Myers got that coat of thorn. He can pretty much infect him with his evil, though. Yeah, I kind of see a Michael Myers win out of this, cause I don't think the guy you sent to kill a boogeyman is gonna be enough for you to stop this boogeyman. And the guy got species to his name. And here's the thing, he's got a lot of guns. I think Michael Myers is gonna withstand. I don't even know if I wanna take that chance. Yes. I don't know, man, he's an expert I don't know, man, John Wick's an expert marksman, man. Dude, have you not seen what James Bond could do to guys like him? Look, if it was James Bond up against Michael Myers, he could at least put. Now, dude, he can. Not with that Aston Martin. Aston Martin's kind of bulletproof, probably crash-proof even. Let's see what Jason thinks. Yo, Jason. Oh, well. He's voting for the same guys he killed. Alright, but I think in my opinion, I guess we got a prediction. Now let's go.
Alright, the combatants are set. This battle shall have no prep time, no outside help, or home field advantage.
It's time for an all-out war.
That's a Sprite fight, huh?
Oh, it's personal now.
Oh, man. Yep, it's the boogeyman. You're the guy who sent to kill a boogeyman. This is made by the legendary gave me a Monsudo.
Okay. Oh, shit!
How?
Stings like...
See, I told you. Man, come on, John. What? I told you, man. I told you.
Fuck!
Yeah, this guy got murked. That's not gonna stop him. Mm-mm. Yep, he comes. Man, shut up, Jeter. Come on, John, you can do this. No, he can't. Yeah. Always gotta be some random thug out there that's gonna... Yeah, that's not gonna do nothing to him, man. It's not gonna do nothing to him. Yep. He's surviving that. That fight ended quickly. That fight ended.
I guess Wick...
Oh, come on, man!
Huh?
Damn it, yeah.
This was an
Fight ended quickly, I was picked blank.
something that could only arise from the wheel of random. But in order to truly explain why the verdict of the fight went to Michael, we must look at 3 categories: physicality, skill, and survivability. For the first category, both actually have a lot in common. Both focus on overpowering enemies, and can take a lot of damage without stopping.
When it comes to speed, John Wick was a far faster and more agile combatant when it came to a straight-up fight and traversing the battlefield. But Michael is able to move up
Come on, what do you want?
things so quickly, it's like he's teleporting. Something Wick has never encountered before. So
Nope.
for that part, we'll say that they are tied in speed.
But not for everything else. While Wick is strong enough to throw people and break bones, that is not only something Michael can do as well, but he can also flip cars and lift 1,000
See,
pounds
told
of
ya.
stones. No matter how good Wick may be in a hand-to-hand fight, he's not overpowering.
Nope, he ain't
in
doing
raw
that.
strength. Michael takes the edge in physicality.
But not skill. Both are exceptionally skilled at stealth and sneak attacks, but whereas Michael just does this when the situation calls for it, Wick has made a literal career out of it, cutting phone
Yep.
line and pinning the blame on
Well, we
others
can at least
as
give
well.
him the win in that
But
case.
taking down
Ace.
entire
Well, not everything else
family
what
in
they
a
said.
single night is a
Mm-mm.
whole nother ball game.
And while both have years of experience behind them, Wick has had years of training in all sorts of weapons and fighting styles, while Michael
Yep,
just
that's
uses
true.
what's most
Yeah.
convenient in the heat of the moment. If Michael could get his butt kicked by Busta Rhymes, then John Wick would absolutely deliver a
Well,
far
yeah,
better
but the
battle
problem
than
is-
for the boogeyman of Haddonfield. especially since John could exploit any number of Michael's weaknesses, like how his other victim...
Oh, come on, man. Let me go back.
...a far greater ass-whooping for the boogeyman of Haddonfield, especially since John could exploit any number of Michael's weaknesses.
God dang it. God dang it with this bull crap. Hey. Alright, let me... trying to breathe this crap, man. Hey. Go back.
Ass-whooping for the boogeyman of Haddonfield, especially since...
Alright, finally.
John could...
With prep time, John would likely very easily control the fight. Without prep time, a lot of potential advantages simply doesn't exist. See? What? With prep time, John would easily... Man, come on, man. Come on now, dog. Man, Breifs, come on. They explaining this to you, man. You think that with prep, John would easily control this fight, but they don't even allow with that. Look, no prep time or no home field advantage. And some of these advantages don't even exist at that point, man. I mean, and it's not. And look, with Jason, he can overpower him because his durability and skill is outclassed as far above Michael Myers. Whereas when it comes to Wicked Bond, shoot, when it comes to Wicked Bond had game winning strategies to overthrow the Baba Yaga, man. I mean, shoot. And you think the guy that you sent to kill the boogeyman would literally kill this literal boogeyman? No way. That guy will be dead. That guy will be dead.
Weaknesses, like how his other victims have in the past.
But none of these would guarantee a substantial advantage, as Michael could either run off or shrug off as he has done before. Which brings us to the final category, survivability.
Both Myers and Wick are able to shrug off a lot of lethal hits. So much so that it's safe to say that if they did get a lethal hit on the other, they wouldn't be able to put them down quickly or cleanly. But there is a difference between the two. While John has survived a lot of lethal injuries and situations, he is still very much a regular human and still receives injuries like one.
While Michael is practically beyond
Though Michael could affect John with his evil, Corey, one of Michael's proxies, did eventually resist this and fought back. John not only has a greater willpower than Corey, he would also receive some of Michael's resilience like Corey did, which wouldn't be enough not to give him the win. Sorry.
From the fear and deaths of
Ain't this up?
And he is
I think it's just bias coming out, man. No, it isn't.
And even though John had a far
What kind of is that bias, man?
From, Michael has already shrugged off everything that
Okay,
could do to him. On top of recovering from injuries a lot faster than Wick does.
Simply put, their exploits speak for themselves. Both survived but should have killed the normal man, but while Wick was off to the sidelines when his went off, Michael was at the epicenter of his. Even when excluding more supernatural explanations for his endurance, like the Curse of Thorn, John really didn't have a reliable means of putting Michael down for good.
And that's what it comes down to. John Wick is mortal, while Michael is not.
John Wick would give Michael Myers the
Oh my god. See, look at this, Breifs. Oh man, let me see. Plus any skill and experience, launch your summon more powerful weapons and speed. Can still die like a... Man. Forgot. Man. Guess humans can be... I guess Earthlings, or rather humans, can be susceptible to multiple injuries. Well, not like us Saiyans, though. We take sensory beams, we heal up. Sometimes we even grow large limbs and stuff. So, hey. Me and survive doing all that stuff. I wouldn't be afraid to put a key past this dude. I think I did. Oh, Michael.
his greater physical might, supernatural abilities, and near invincibility, Michael would win in the war of attrition.
On this Halloween night, it looks like the boogeyman snuffed John out like a candle's wick.
The winner is Michael Myers.
Oh my god. Is he going? Yeah, he's going. Oh, golly.
But if you want to see a fight between John Wick and Max Payne, this is what you have to do. Hit that like and subscribe button and share this video. If this video gets 1,000 likes, there will be a matchup. But until then... Next time on Fan War.
Almighty. Oh my, dang, facial casters alike did that matchup already, man. What? All Might versus Homelander. Then, okay, Fan War, can we ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Isn't this a matchup that was only in season 3 of Fictional Characters Collide? And second, didn't Homelander already got popped by Superman? Man, for real. I would have preferred, why can't anyone else do a matchup between Hancock and Homelander, man? Come on, man. That's Fan War for you. Okay, well, that's kind of like Fan War for you. I think that's Fan War for y'all, because everybody... This is John Wick versus freaking Michael Myers, people. We might even stick around for the whole next time and stuff like that. Boy. I mean, I can't believe it, man. I thought he wouldn't have gotten... I thought he wouldn't have gotten a win with John Wick. Well, maybe next time, but not... Maybe next time, but not in this case. No, sir. Ladybug evilizes his family. Whatever happened to that matchup? Anyway, that's our reaction for this. That's our reaction for, the boogeyman versus the guy you sent to kill the boogeyman, Michael Myers, John Wick. We understand that this matchup was crazy, and I think what I learned for sometimes the guy you sent to kill the boogeyman may not be enough to kill a boogeyman with supernatural. Yeah, I learned that lesson. It's very good that you should appreciate the life you got now. Okay. You should appreciate the life that you got now, the kills that you have now, because in the end, all of that's going to end up being gone. I think that's all it is. Yeah, so, like I said, tomorrow on the Discord, we're bringing in this Steam Deck with the first week of it. You're gonna be seeing then reactions go up, not this Saturday like we're doing right now, but the following Saturday you're gonna be seeing it. But it'll probably be this one going up. I think the Best Ass Battle will probably go up 2 weeks after. So you'll be seeing that. We're working on Zuko, Roy Mustang, because that's kind of like the next time we announce. So hey, it's gonna be one fire matchup. Also, so with that, we don't really have anything else to say. So we're gonna end this now. We'll see you guys in the next reaction. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Let us know what you think of it, this reaction. Now you know what you've seen it. And yeah, be sure that before you even watch this, in the beginning of it, watch the original first, then come to our reactions next, because we're being serious about it. And technically, we're actually watching this and we're reacting to it. So hey, we'll see you guys next video. Peace out. Bye.